29% of Americans believe every illegal immigrant should be deported, while the majority support deporting those charged with crimes. Almost half of Americans say ICE is being too aggressive in deportation efforts. We just laid out the numbers right there of our Fox News polling. There's laws on the books that you guys have to enforce. Explain to our audience on how you're tackling these illegals in the country.
Well, look, if there's any change in the polls on ICE enforcement, it's because they're being fed a false narrative by 95% of the media. I looked at the numbers yesterday, Lawrence. Here's where we're at. 70% of the people we're arresting are criminals. Hard stop, 70%. Who are the other 30%? The other 30% are national security threats. Like we've arrested over 300 Iranian nationals. These are people who are national security threats based on intelligence, based on other information. These are people we have to take off the street, that we have to deport. Who's the rest of that 30%? These are people who had due process at great taxpayer expense, and a judge ordered them removed. A federal judge said they must be deported. So our job is to deport those people. So we're executing the laws issued by Congress, enacted by Congress. We're arresting 70% criminals, and the rest are national security threats, and those were final orders. But the left will make you seem like we're out arresting, innocent people, disappearing people, kidnapping people. But the facts are the facts. ICE is prioritizing public safety threats and national security threats, and the numbers prove it.
Well, also, Tom, there's another element about this is when people have warrants for their arrests, when there's criminals on the street and a judge has signed an order, but also if a judge has signed a final deportation order, that's a legal document. You don't get to selectively enforce when a judge has signed an order, right?
Yes, and here's why that's important. Let's say we don't execute those orders. We say, okay, Judge, you said he's already deported, but you know what? Because they're not a significant criminal, we're going to not deport him. That's a message we can't send to the entire world, because that's what the last administration said. We got to show the world that we're a nation of laws. If you break our laws, you're going to be held accountable. There are consequences. And because we're doing that is one of the reasons why we have the most secure border in the history of this nation.